Good morning. In this example, what I'm going to be doing in the screencast is demonstrate how to create an external content type from SharePoint Designer using no code to attach to a SQL Server LOB system and surface that data inside an external content type and external content list inside SharePoint. So right now we're looking in SharePoint Designer 2010 beta. And we have open our test BCS, Business Continuum Services site alpha, denoted by the URL here. We're going to click external content types here, and we're going to do a new content type. When we click new content type, we're going to get another dialog box, which is going to allow us to define that content type structure and create the necessary associations. So for this one, I'm just going to call it screencast demo 1 and just underscore employee. All right, I'm going to press tab, which will give it the same name here for display name also. Notice version 1.0. There's no identifiers defined yet. However, we will be defining one once we've selected the LOB system and select the identifier there. We're going to leave this as generic list. However, here is where you could define additional Office item type, such as appointments, contacts, task, and post, and basically do mappings between your LOB systems and Microsoft Office and expose these LOB system data inside Office Rich Client. By default, the Office Sync to External List is enabled, which allows you to offline your content into Microsoft Office applications such as Microsoft Workspace, bring it offline, bring it back on, and sync it. So what we're going to be doing first of all is going to the external systems. We're going to click the link right here to define an external system. Let's go ahead and create one, even though there are already two here and we're actually going to be using the same system anyway, but let's go ahead and show you how you get about doing that. So by clicking add connection, you get another dialog box that comes and says external data connection type selection, and here's where you can define your .NET type if you're creating something inside of Visual Studio .NET, SQL Server, or Windows Communication Foundation if it's a WCF type. For us, we're going to select SQL Server and click OK. We're going to define the database name, which is Tycho, name of my dog, the database name AdventureWorks. And because we already have AdventureWorks there already, I'm going to have to give it an optional name to make it distinguishable. So we're going to call it Demo 1 AW for AdventureWorks, and we're going to go in under My Identity because we don't have a secure store application right now. So I clicked OK on that. It creates the first part of what was our application definition file, which is just basically the connection to your LOB system. And it's taking a little bit of time to go ahead and grab that information, validate name, and we now have our Demo 1 AW data connection. So next we're going to open this up, and as you can see here, it talks about what tables are available, what views are available. Let's go ahead and grab a table. I have a few tables that are there already that I've created from previous examples, and we're going to do we have some here, Fabian AW contact. Let's just grab that guy right now. Now, it's so easy to create CRUD operations using SharePoint Designer, or just read only, or or query. And all you simply have to do is right click on the item. If you select create all operations, what you're going to get is your create, your read, your update, and your delete operation, which are methods inside your entity that will allow you to do those actions, perform those actions on your table, provided you have the permissions to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and do create all operation, and as you can see, it's now retrieving data source information, and it's going to now allow me to define the realm of how I want to work with this data. As you can see, it's going to ask me about the CRUD, create, read, update, delete. And it's going to show me my information inside here. So the first thing I need to do is, as you can see here, there's some errors and warnings. At least one identifier should be specified. Now typically this is going to be your primary key, which is my contact ID. So I'm going to say map to identifier, which takes away that error. And I'm also going to say show in picker. Now this is where if you open up the people picker inside SharePoint, after you want to select or browse for a person just to validate that person, you want this item to show up in a picker. I'm also going to choose the first name to show in picker and also the last name to show in picker. So I basically identify the person. Okay. Now I spoke to someone earlier on Twitter, a gentleman from France who was having some issue when he was doing the exact same thing. So I want to go through this step by step. So I'm going to go ahead and do next here, and I have the finish button already associated here, and I don't think I saw it in yours. So I may say we probably want to look at the LOB system to find out why that's not there. However, you can certainly add filter parameters here in terms of saying that you want to filter by higher date and less than equal to certain date or whatever. I'm not going to go ahead and do any filter. I'm just going to leave it raw here and click finish. Once I've done that, as you can safely see here, we have our CRUD capability on our fields, and I'm going to go ahead now and just save this back to SharePoint, to the BDC metadata store, which now makes this available inside our SharePoint BCS inside SharePoint. So let's go ahead and look at view external content types. Hopefully I can bring this window within the pane of what we're needing to do. I'm hoping. Never used this product before except once, so hopefully it works. We minimize this so it's still going, still saving information. Alright, looks like it's finished. Let's go back again and open up the view external content type. I'm going to go ahead and click refresh inside here, which should now show us the other value, which is the demo AW external content type. Come on. There we go. Alrighty, so here is our screencast demo employee. As you can see, it's there in a version 1.0. Let's go ahead now and going to, since we're in the same window here, let's go ahead and pop open and do a new external list. Surface that information up for us, time permitting. If not, I'll do it in another screencast. So let's go ahead and click this guy here. See how quickly return this, and then we can do a quick external list. Alrighty, so we'll do site actions, more options. Alright, scroll down to external list. I'm going to do a create. Moving a little bit faster, that's pretty good. I'm going to call this demo 1 FW. I'm going to go ahead and find that external content type that I created, which is the FW that belongs to demo 1. I'll show you it's coming. And screencast demo 1, click OK. And come down here and say create. And God willing, we should see some resultant data coming up behind this create menu. And that will conclude my screencast for today. And hopefully you've learned some stuff about how BCS can change the world. The browser status bar moving along, and take this opportunity to say stay tuned, because I am going to be getting some more RAM and I'm going to be doing some more work with BCS, especially bringing in multiple LOB systems into one external list through multiple external content types in a combination of Visual Studio and also SharePoint Designer. I'm going to be trying to do some crazy stuff out there. So here we go. Here's our resultant set back. And as you can see, demo 1 FW and all of this data inside here. So thank you very much, and stay tuned for more.